Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy 2 or 4, depending on the translation, on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, Rupes, Georgie, and their new ally, Prince Edward of Damcyan, were venturing into the Cave of the Antlion. They're going to try to find the Sand Ruby to use to cure Lily, Rupes' friend from back in Baron. So she fell ill while trying to find Rupes in the Kaipo Desert. She's been sick with desert fever, so we have to find this Sand Ruby to cure her. This is the lair of the Antlion. Oh, worry not, Antlion is tame. I'll take the Sand Ruby. Unfortunately, the Antlion attacks. So yeah, something's going on here. So, here's the Antlion. Antlion will counter physical attacks with a needle counter that does pretty decent damage. So we're just going to have Edward parry whenever his turn comes up. Georgie will cast the Chocobo spell because it's magic. It won't trigger that counter attack. And Rupes will just attack because he does enough damage to offset the counter. So, if anyone gets low on hit points, Edward could use a potion. But if Edward's just parrying, the Antlion's regular attacks are only basically going to do like 1 damage on him, and basically 1 damage on Rupes because Rupes has strong armor. Might do a little bit more damage to Georgie, but she's in the back row, so she shouldn't take too much damage. But so yeah, the main thing is we just call the Chocobo. If you want the battle to go a little longer, but easier, never have Rupes attack. Just have Georgie finish off the Antlion with the Chocobo, and it'll be a breeze. So, but wanted to speed up a little bit though, so I had Rupes attack. Can't be. Why did Antlion attack us? We see monsters increasing every day. Tame creatures are getting aggressive day by day. Let's go cure Rosa. Or Lily. Her name is going to be changed to a Lily. So yes, Rosa will be one of our final party members. Speaking of party, you may have noticed, we have 5 slots for party members. In this game, we actually can have a max of 5 party members on the field at a time. That's a big difference from the previous 3 Final Fantasies, where you only had 4. And if you followed my playthroughs of Final Fantasy V for the 4-job Fiesta, you also notice that in that game, they only have 4 slots for party members. 6 is like that too, and then 7 and 8 that I played on the computer, they were released for the PlayStation. I never had a PlayStation. But they did see release on the PC. They only had 3 characters in a party at a time, so, and that's as far as I played. So yeah, Final Fantasy IV here has the largest group of characters. Now the After Years that is a direct sequel to this, that also has 5 characters. You get to see a lot of these faces returning and some new faces as well. But speaking of returning faces, we're going to return back to Kaipo here. We can use the hovercraft to use the shallows to the west of Damcyan Castle. And we just head up to Rosa or Lily here. And we select the Sand Ruby from our inventory. We hold it over her, and I guess it just absorbs the fever from her. Like magic. Healing magic of the Sand Ruby. Speaking of healing magic, we were told back in Baron that Rosa became a white wizard to help. So she's going to specialize in healing magic. So now Georgie has some healing magic right now, but she's not very proficient in it compared to what Rosa is going to bring to the table. So, oh, Rupes, Rosa, I heard that you were lost since the earthquake had missed, but I couldn't believe it. I'm sorry I worried you. By the way, Rosa, who is Golbez? We learned about Golbez when From Edward. The king invited him to the Red Wings. The king is acting strange. Seems nothing more than Golbez's puppets to collect the crystals. The crystal of water from Mysidia is already in his hand, but other crystals... The crystal of fire is in Damcyan, air is in Fabul, and earth is in Toria. The crystal of fire is already gone. He is Edward, the prince of Damcyan, and this girl, Georgie, of Mist. You okay? Yes, thank you. Damcyan has already been attacked. Then the next target is Fabul. We must hurry. She coughs. Bozo, you must rest. We'll go to Fabul. Well, we must get over Mount Hobs to go to Fabul. The trail is covered with thick ice. Georgie, can you use the spell of fire? No, I can't. She has a plot reason why she can't use fire. You're a caller. Black magic should be easy for you, Georgie. She has the ice and the lit spell, but not fire 1 yet. Rosa, you must rest. I'm alright, and I'm a white wizard. I won't bother you. She will prove to be a very valuable party member, not just because of her healing magic, but unlike most wizards in games that are like squishy and don't really have very good attack power, she's kind of taking after Maria from Final Fantasy II, where she comes equipped with a bow, and she's proficient in the bow and arrow. Now, of course, in Final Fantasy II, you can make your characters whoever you want, and I had her be Maria be barehanded so she wouldn't take penalties with her black magic. But the female wizard with a bow, I guess, can be traced back to her in the Final Fantasy II for the Famicom system. I mentioned earlier that bows have low accuracy, but Rose is good with a bow because she has a special command called aim. And when she uses that aim command, it basically makes her attack basically 100%, so she'll always hit with the aim. So we have a battle here with a water hag who's been beefed up from the water hags that we met back in the underground waterway. This water hag actually has like 55,000 hit points, and apparently this is just like a scene battle, kind of like with when Edward fought Tella. So there's no really defeating the water hag because there's no way you're going to be able to take off 55,000 hit points. They did that, I guess, in case you, for whatever reason, decided to grind Edward to level 99. They wouldn't be able to just one-shot this guy, and you'd miss all the cutscene that's happening between Edward and Anna. But basically, it's because the water hag was boosted up, gives a lot more experience. Basically, gives Edward a level, and so it's kind of he's gaining a level in the game to parallel with the story. He's gaining like some inner strength here from Anna. So Anna's basically telling him like, hey, you loved me, show your love to the world, don't let Golbez get the crystals. So Edward is kind of leveling up in more than one way, so statistically and as a character. So he undergoes a lot of character development in this game, and in the next game as well, so the after years. Good that you recovered. Drop by our house when you pass by this village. And we can give some more of the iron arrows. And we want to give that crossbow that we found in Damcyan. It's a little bit better than the short bow, and an upgraded leather helmet. So now you could give her the holy arrows. So you that Rupes. Take good care of her. Because the next dungeon we're going to Mount Hobs, a lot of the enemies there are going to be weak against the holy element. So the holy will do a lot of extra damage, but the enemy formations over there are pretty small. I think the biggest you can get is 4 enemies. So with a party of 4 characters, we won't really need her to be one-shotting enemies, and the iron arrows will just suffice. We want to save those holy arrows for much later in the game, because there's going to be a time when Rupes is going to actually have to equip a bow and arrow. And surprisingly, the holy arrows aren't considered metal, where the iron arrows are. So we'll just use the iron arrows here now. They're plentiful, and now we can just save on buying holy arrows later on in the game. So, you know, being stingy with our money and thinking for the future. But we won't be totally stingy with money and saving for the future, because I won't be doing that de-equipped thing whenever party members are about to leave. Just like I saw with Tella, I just let him go with his equipment, so. Cast a spell of fire, Georgie. Georgie, you can do it, Georgie. She has a mental block. No, I hate fire. She's afraid of fire because the village was destroyed in a fire. Yeah, so Edward isn't the only one going to go with some character development here in this episode. Georgie is also going to learn to overcome her fear, because she realizes that, or she gets convinced that if she doesn't melt this ice, then the people of Fabul may be in danger. So she finds the courage to face her fear of fire, and she casts the Fire 1 spell. Now she has that in her spell, which is good because there's quite a few enemies on this mountain that will be weak to fire, so. Great, Georgie. Thank you, Georgie. Georgie. But, for the main part, she'll be using her chocobo. That's her best source of damage. It would even out-damage the imp if we got that summon. Here's cockroaches. Speaking of summons, it's dummied out of the American version, this version here that I'm playing, but there's actually another summon, the cockatrice summon, this enemy, and there's the eagle enemy, and the cockatrice here that can drop it in the Japanese version. And basically what it does is it does what that beat spell does. The cockatrice comes out and casts stone on an enemy, so it can one-shot enemies. So it's a pretty powerful summon to get, but they dummied it out of the American version, probably because it make things too easy if you got lucky and got it this early in the game, because like, so you can get it right outside of a Baron from those eagle enemies. Here we have those bombs that came out of that package that whatchamacallit, they destroyed Georgie's village mist. Edward's really good in this area because I just saw when he charmed the cockatrice. The cockatrice, when it's charmed, it will do that one-hit kill the beak spell on whoever it targets. And the gray bombs here, they're also susceptible to the charm spell. So they will, as you saw, attack each other. Yeah, the gray bomb took out the bomb, and then it took out itself. So the stab sandwich pretty good here. So that's where Edward's real power comes from. In the Japanese version, he has another ability called Salve, which basically he uses a healing item. But the healing item is split amongst all the characters, so say you use like a potion that restores 80 hit points to everybody, to one character. He would split it with 4 characters, so it would do 20 to everybody, so he can use items to heal characters. Cockatrice is like the gargoyle there, weak to arrows, that's why Lily's fine with just the regular arrows, the iron arrows, the weakest arrows in the game. Because she's still kind of one-shot, or close to one-shot, the cockatrices and gargoyles. Now Hobs. Very small dungeon, but we do have a boss monster coming up. So we'll also be getting another party member. To finally get a full complement of 5. We could go to the save point and use a tent. But I haven't used a whole bunch of magic with either Georgie or Lily. So I'll just use the cure potions to heal up. Because eventually cure potions are going to become obsolete. Because they just don't heal enough hit points for what they are. But that's it for this episode. Take care. In the next episode, we will take on that boss monster. Have a good day. Bye.